Good evening. A vote by Bear Mountain's general creditors in Victoria today is another major hurdle for the new operators of the Langford development. The largest lender, HSBC, took control of the mountain in March after 2 straight years of failed loan payments. Today, 40 people owed anywhere from $300,000 to more than $1 million gathered to vote on a plan to wrap up their claims. And the former CEO says his involvement in the mountain may not be over yet. Mary Beth Burton reports.
They are owed $10 million for work on Bear Mountain. 88 unsecured general creditors in all were invited to participate in a vote that would see each receive $500 in the next 30 days.
As well as a payment made at the end of a 3-year period based on certain thresholds of dollar values received over that time.
Bear Mountain's largest lender, HSBC, called in its $250 million loan in March. Today, 40 people attended the vote at the Marriott. Another 15 sent proxy votes. The plan passed with 97% in support.
The vote passed, but HSBC controlled over 66% of the vote, so there was no question that the vote was going to pass.
Developer Les Viola is out $1.3 million. He's frustrated with the court-ordered process.
Well, they've wasted over $15 million in consulting fees and bankers and lawyers and accountants, but they can't seem to find any money to pay the local trades that actually did the work on the site.
On Bear Mountain, we found former CEO Len Barry at his home. We asked Barry if he's looking to find new partners and buy back the mountain.
We'll see. It's been a busy couple of years. We'll see.
How hard has this been on you?
It's just disappointing. I mean, the world blew up. Everyone wanted it to be better. There's some things you learn a lot and you see what happens, but life goes on and you keep going and we'll see what happens.
Court papers show Bear Mountain lost between $1 and $2 million a month between April and September of this year.
It's not sustainable, and that's why we're brought in some new talent, and we're pretty excited about the opportunity, both to look at marketing and sales and build on the resort's assets and move forward into 2011.
There are 1,100 homes and condos on the mountain, and approval by Langford and Highlands for another 3,900 more. The two 18-hole Jack Nicklaus golf courses have 100 members total, with capacity for hundreds more. The chief restructuring officer also points out there's a 4-story building here with 29,000 square feet of leasable space and no tenants. Len Barry says that's not his fault. Barry blames the banks.
It's just frustrating because it's been sitting there for 2 years. It could have been leased.
Barry quickly ends our interview.
Yeah. There'll be lots to say once it's all said and done.
The unsecured creditors have now agreed to a plan that gives most of them a small fraction of what they're owed. Still, some hope the man behind the mountain somehow makes a comeback.
The thing I can tell you about Len in the last 9 years that I've known him is don't ever count him out.
But HSBC is counting Barry out and now has its unsecured creditors off the books too.
Mary Beth Burton joins us now with more. Mary Beth, it's been a while since we've had a chance to talk directly to Len Barry. What was his reaction to the creditors' vote?
Well, Hudson, Len Barry was well aware it was voting day for the unsecured creditors, and he called it a tough situation. Barry had said many times in our brief discussion that he was working through the situation, and that situation being the receivership of the company that he carved out of a mountain less than a decade ago. Meantime, there has been a stay of court proceedings as HSBC attempts to have two companies, Bear Mountain Development Holdings, 100% owned by Len Barry, and Bear Mountain Master Partnership, Barry's 44% ownership, declared bankrupt, both of those companies. That, again, has been a stay of proceedings for now.
All right, Mary Beth Burton reporting. Mary Beth, thanks.